Namaskar. Welcome to this edition of the News Bulletin. News headlines. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant organizing plantation drives to mark Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. Webinar on cleanliness is next to godliness, organized by Ethic Club of Ispat English Medium School Sector 18 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. And more than 250 persons examined and treated in health camp organized by SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant at Jirpan.
Turbo Blower 1 commissioned at Power Blowing Station of CPP1 at SAIL RSP. Newly recruited MTTs at SAIL RSP participate in quiz competition organized to mark the ongoing celebration of Rajbhasha Pakwada and health awareness program on malaria and dengue organized at OHSC.
Enterprising endeavors of Shop's mechanical shop of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant brings about substantial savings for the company. Session on behavioral safety held for employees of Silicon Steel Mill. And SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant trains more than 2,000 persons from periphery villages in mushroom cultivation.
Roshni workshop organized for retiring employees of SAIL RSP. And refresher training for executives on critical equipment held at SAIL RSP.
SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant's commitment to promote education in the peripheral neighborhood. And session on process instrumentation held at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant.
Now the news in detail. As part of the Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav celebrations to commemorate 75 years of Indian independence, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is organizing plantation drives including the employees as well as general public in the township as well as inside the plant premises. The plantation drive had commenced on 12th August 2021 with Mr. Amarendu Prakash, Director in Charge BSL and RSP, planting a bakul sapling at Rourkela House. Simultaneous plantation activity was carried out adjacent to Sector 20 ground by different groups like senior citizens, yoga groups from different community centers, COVID warriors, members of Rotary Club members, CISF personnel and employees of town engineering, town services and CSR. The new management trainees who joined Rourkela Steel Plant participated in the campaign by planting trees at the trainees hostel, Sector 5. The teachers of Ispat English Medium School, Sector 20 and Sector 22 of RSP enthusiastically joined movement by carrying out plantation activities in the school premises. A plantation drive was held at Power Blowing Station of Blast Furnace 5 on 7th September 2021, in which Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi ED Works lead the drive by planting a sapling. Many senior officers and employees joined the campaign and planted saplings during the program. A webinar was organized by Ethics Club of Ispat English Medium School, Sector 18 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 6th September 2021. Around 70 students along with the teachers of the school participated in the webinar that was held on the topic Cleanliness is Next to Godliness. The program started with the address of Mr. Manas Gupta ACVO RSP, who focused on the importance of inculcating the ethical values in children from a very young age so as to make them integral part of their characters. Mr. Gupta also delved into the significance of values like empathy, honesty, integrity and compassion in the current day society. Dr. Anita Mishra, an adjunct professor who is teaching and practicing Ayurveda at Maharishi International University, Iowa, USA, was the guest speaker. Dr. Mishra gave a presentation on personal hygiene pertaining to small children. She explained how children can keep themselves clean in everyday life and how important it is to obey the rules and regulations, whether it is at home, school, or society at large. The interactive and interesting session was followed up by filling up of the questionnaire by the students. Srimati Shishrita Das, headmistress of IEMS Sector 18, explained the role of Ethics Club in character building of students. She described the principles of ethics through an anecdote for proper understanding of the students. Dr. Beaker, principal of IEMS, appreciated the continuous efforts taken by Ethics Club of Ispat English Medium School in imbibing correct values in the children. Ms. Supriya Samal, teacher of the school, proposed a vote of thanks at the end. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has been committed to the health and well-being of its employees and the residents of periphery areas. In order to provide health checkup facilities to the residents of periphery areas, a health camp was organized at Jirpani by the CSR Department and Ispat General Hospital on 7 September 2021. The new mobile medical unit launched on 2nd September was used for the purpose. More than 150 persons were examined and treated by Dr. Satyajit Mishra, consultant, and Dr. Yogesh from IGH. Earlier on 3rd September, a similar camp was organized at Sector 6. More than 100 persons were examined and treated by Dr. Aditya Das and Dr. Poonam Ekka from IGH. Blood sugar and other biochemistry blood tests were also carried out by Dr. J.K. Maji on both the occasions. Medicines were also distributed free of cost to the patients. Dengue awareness programs was also conducted. The camps were coordinated by Ms. Munmun Mitra, GM CSR, and Mr. Dushwant Pradhan, DGM CSR.
An overhauled turbo blower 1 was commissioned at Power Blowing Station of CPP1 of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 7 December in the presence of Mr. S.R. Suryavanshi, ED Works, Mr. Sai Bal Chakrabarti, CGM in charge maintenance, Mr. B.S. Kartha, CGM Power, Mr. R.N. Rajendran, CGM Shops, and other senior executives of CPP1, Repair Shop Mechanical, and Instrumentation Department were also present on the occasion. A manual on overhauling with photographs of different stages of overhauling was also released on the occasion by the ED Works. The major overhauling of Turbo Blower 1 was completed for the first time in record time of 21 days with technical assistance from Messrs Turbotech, Hyderabad, under the leadership of Mr. S.L. Das, GM, CPP1. The process was felicitated by Mr. D.K. Rautre, AGM, CPP1. At the outset of the program, commenced with the planting of saplings by the dignitaries to commemorate Azadi Ka Amrit Mahotsav. The program was coordinated by Mr. S.L. Das under the guidance of CGM Power. A digital quiz competition was organized at Gopabandhu Auditorium of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant on 7 December to mark the ongoing Rajbhasha Pakwara celebrations. Ms. Rajashri Banerjee, CGM HRD, was the chief guest, while Ms. Archana Satpathy, DGM PR and COC, was guest of honor on this occasion. Present on the occasion were Mr. K.K. Jaiswal, Assistant General Manager, HRD, and Quiz Master of the event, Ms. Lolita N.P. Topo, Senior Manager, PR and Rajbhasha, and employees of Public Relations, Rajbhasha and HRD. More than 50 MTTs participated in the event. Addressing the participants, Ms. Banerjee said that the quiz competition acting as brain teasers helps in personality development. She also explained the ways in which quizzing activities help in human engagement and extended her best wishes for meaningful involvement in the event. Speaking on the occasion, Ms. Satpathy highlighted the importance of Rajbhasha Pakwara quiz and encouraged all for active participation. Mr. Jaiswal conducted the quiz competition covering topics on Rajbhasha, sports, Indian polity, art, literature, history, geography, ecology, and current affairs. The questions and the marking were displayed on the digital board, whereas the answers were given by the participants through their respective mobile phones. Mr. A.K. Mishra, Mr. D. Kumar, and Mr. P.K. Yadav won the first, second and third positions respectively. Mr. Gautam Kumar and Mr. Ayush Raj were the recipients of the consolation prizes. The awards will be presented to the winners during the Hindi Divas to be observed on 14 September. The program was coordinated by Ms. L. Topo and Rajbhasha team. A health awareness program on malaria and dengue was organized at OHSC on 6 September. Around 25 employees from different departments of RSP participated in the program in adherence to COVID protocol. Dr. Mrs. Deepa Lavangare, Deputy CMO, Town Engineering Department, Public Health, conducted the session. Topics such as methods of mosquito breeding and maintaining hygienic conditions at home as well as township, precautionary and preventive measures with respect to the disease, periodic cleaning of flower pots, desert coolers, unused tires, etc. to avoid water stagnation were discussed through visual presentations. Earlier, Dr. Tarun Aditya Mishra, Additional CMO in charge OHSC, welcomed the participants and highlighted the activities of OHSC with a special emphasis on the awareness programs conducted at the center from time to time. Dr. Surendra Kumar, Senior DMO OHSC, proposed a vote of thanks. Mr. K.C. Pradhan, Senior Occupational Health Technician OHSC, coordinated the program.
The enterprising endeavours of the Mechanical Shop Collective of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has helped in successful completion of a critical job of machining of discharge sprocket assembly of Sinter Plant 2. This has resulted in reduction of production loss and a substantial financial savings for plant. Notably, during the capital repair of Sinter Plant 2, it was found out that the sprocket-free end bearing has got damaged along with the shaft. The equipment was having a length of 4.8 meter and a diameter of 4 meter. This in situ machining was not within technical range. Non-availability of exact machining was also a constraint for the shops. The Mechanical Shop Collective took up the challenge of repairing the sprocket assembly in-house with the available resources. Design department was asked to prepare the repair scheme. Accordingly, the job was analyzed in detail and a roadmap was prepared. Entire shops collective along with the design department made micro-planning to execute through unconventional method in Skoda machine. An attachment of dia turning of shaft was adopted with in-house modification in the mechanical shop. The undercut sleeve and final machining of the sprocket shaft was done in Skoda machine. The dimension accuracy as per drawing was obtained with all precautionary measures during machining. It is worth mentioning that the challenge was to immediate repair or else huge production loss would have been happened. If the entire repair had been outsourced, it could have cost the company about Rs 25 lakhs and a minimum of 1 month's time, while the job has been completed by Mechanical Shop Collective with in-house resources within 2 days. SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant is committed to the safety and well-being of its employees. Several measures have been taken to contain the accidents both within the plant as well as outside. To strengthen the safety initiative Sankalp, a behavioral-based safety intervention has been organizing consistently to create awareness and bring about healthy safety culture within the organization. On 8 September, a session on BBS was conducted for the employees of Silicon Steel Mill at RDCIS Conference Hall. Mr. C.R. Mishra, GM and HOD SSM, presided over the function and highlighted the importance of BBS. Sectional heads, namely Mr. D. Banerjee, GM and Mr. B. Das, GM, were also present on the occasion. Around 20 employees took part in the program. A presentation was made on BBS by Mr. Chaurasia and Mr. C. Behra, Area Safety Officer. The topics covered were industry norms such as adherence to the directives of state and central government, electrical safety, defensive driving, maintaining speed limit within the industrial premises, etc. Use of personal protective equipments and mobile discipline were also stressed upon. The employees were encouraged to caution their colleagues from resorting to unsafe practices. It was followed by interaction session facilitated by senior officers. A safety pledge was also administered to the participants on the occasion. The program was coordinated by Mr. P.K. Chaurasia GM. Mushroom cultivation is interesting and will help in earning my pocket money, says Vidyakant, a student of Bisra High School. Mushroom cultivation is interesting and will help me in earning my pocket money, said Vidyakant, a student of Bisra High School. Vidyakant, along with other students of the school, had heard about the benefits of mushroom cultivation and hence came to the Institute for Peripheral Development of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant in the year 2020 to learn the skill and process of mushroom cultivation. It is worth mentioning here that including Vidyakant, more than 2,000 persons from periphery villages including men, women and students have been trained in the art and science of mushroom cultivation by CSR department of RSP. Many of them have started their own businesses and are being successfully in this enterprise. I have got the identity of a mushroom growing trainer and mushroom seed producer not only in my own village but even in the panchayat and block level, says Ms. Kamla Topo of Dalposh Model Steel Village of SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. Ms. Kamla Topo, a housewife and resident of Dalposh Model Steel Village of RSP, had first learned the process of cultivation at the Institute of Periphery Development of RSP and now is training others. Notably, mushroom cultivation was chosen as an important skill development program by RSP, keeping in view the consumption of mushroom in Rourkela and periphery areas and the potential of the market. The trained persons are now producing about 3,000 kilos of mushroom worth Rs 2 lakhs in an year.
Roshni, a one-day workshop for retiring employees of Rourkela Steel Plant RSP was organized at HRD Center on 11 September 2021. Mr. Dhirendra Mishra, GM in charge, PL Works, presided over the inaugural session. Mr. G.R. Dash, GM, PL Welfare, was also present on the occasion. In all, 26 employees, both executives as well as non-executives, retiring in the month of September 2021, attended the program. The program covered topics such as mindset for smooth transition to a new phase of life after retirement, ensuring good health and well-being, procedure for smooth final settlement, SAIL Mediclaim scheme, financial security planning and enriching personal life through hobbies, safe usage of IT and ensuring good health and well-being by knowing one's body and mind. The workshop was coordinated by the Employee Welfare Department of RSP. A refresher training for executives on loco operation and shunting potter course was held at SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant. 8th and 9th September, 6 executives from blast furnaces, design, special plate plant, plate mill and refractories took part in the program. The theoretical inputs on loco operation, shunting potter and safety aspects were provided in HRD Center. The hands-on training was provided at Traffic and Raw Material Department. The main objective of the training program was to help the executives get familiarized with the operation of critical equipment in the plant, particularly those which don't require any special license, so that in case of emergency, the production and performance of the plant remain unaffected. The training programs were conducted by in-house faculty from T&RM department. The program was coordinated by Ms. Annapurna Behera, Manager HRD, with the support of Mr. D. Puran, OCT, HRDC.
As a responsible corporate citizen, SAIL Rourkela Steel Plant has been making sustainable efforts to achieve inclusive growth in the region. Education being one of the key areas in the road to the development, the steel plant has prioritized to promote it. RSP has been extending a helping hand to the aspiring children of the peripheral neighborhood to pursue their academic dreams through a myriad of CSR measures. The steel plant has introduced an array of schemes to promote educational excellence in the peripheral villages. Under one of these schemes, the steel plant gives merit-based cash awards, that is rupees 3,000, rupees 2,000 and rupees 1,000 respectively for first, second and third position holders among boys and girls, separately for students of high schools and ME schools. About 1,000 students from around 180 schools benefit from the scheme each year. In the last 10 years, over rupees 3 crores has been spent by the RSP in the scheme. In another such initiative, financial assistance of up to rupees 1.5 lakhs is being given to financially poor ST/SC students and general category students for pursuing graduation level and PG level courses in engineering, medical, agriculture and management. The program has helped many underprivileged students of Sundargarh district to achieve their dreams. RSP has provided financial support of about rupees 1.5 crores in the last decade as a part of this initiative, and many of these beneficiaries have got established in life after completing the professional courses. Similarly, under the scholarship scheme for underprivileged students, 200 students from peripheral areas are being awarded yearly scholarships of rupees 10,800 for classes up to 5 and rupees 12,000 for students in classes 6 to 12. The ADM's office has been facilitating the implementation of the scheme by scrutinizing the applications. In the last 10 years, more than rupees 2 crores has been spent by RSP under the scheme. Besides, RSP has been sponsoring the students of Sundargarh district for pursuing ITI at KIT ITI Bhubaneswar. So far, more than 100 students have been availed the opportunity through the unique CSR initiative of RSP. Moreover, in order to promote education among tribal students from remote interior areas, Rourkela Steel Plant has also sponsored 11 such students for their education at the Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences, Bhubaneswar. The steel plant, ushering growth and development in the region for more than 6 decades, has been making every possible effort to take all its stakeholders along the stride. The efforts have helped bring smiles among thousands of students who would else have found it tough to pursue their dreams. Based on the need of the Works Department, an MOU with Messrs Siemens has been finalized by MTI Ranchi and Corporate Office for different training programs. In line with this, a 4-day training program on process instrumentation was held at HRD Center of SAIL, Rourkela Steel Plant from 31st August to 3rd September. Mr. S.C. Patra, GM in charge instrumentation, presided over the concluding function. In all, 11 persons attended the program. The course was aimed to help those associated with handling of expanded functionality of semantic PDM field instruments. The session covered the overview of each subject like pressure transmitter, temperature transmitters, electro-pneumatic positioners, level transmitters and flow transmitters and their measurement technologies, measurement portfolios, configuration, commissioning and troubleshooting. Mr. Abu Bakar Khan, Messrs. Siemens, was the resource person. Ms. Shanti Kumari, DGM HRD, along with Ms. Samita Mishra, Senior Instructor HRD, coordinated the program under the overall supervision of Mr. B. Sahu, GM HRD. With this, we come to the end of this news bulletin. Namaskar.
Welcome to our YouTube channel. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share the videos.